Hey there, everybody. I am back. I am Vormithrax. Returned from my mad fit of cataclysm unhappiness. I have my tea of happy making here. Decided to poke around at a new game. Just came out on early access today. Wanted to kind of check it out a little bit. Been loosely following it from a couple of other streams that got it ahead of time, and kind of looks like my cup of tea. I do like these kinds of strategy games. It's got kind of a light-hearted vibe to the graphical setup, but I think it might have some hidden depth to it that we can dig into. So we're going to find out. I'm going to poke at it for an hour or two, and we'll see what happens. So, alright, we got the music for the game turned off. Any music you hear is actually some royalty-free, copyright-free music. I'm having a hard time getting the volume balance right, so let me know if it's problematic while we are streaming right now, and I'll get rid of it if I have to. So, we're just going to do a custom game. Even that sound effect is still a little loud. Once I get in-game, we'll see how loud things are, and I'll turn it down as well. Okay, let's do this one. Let's do... By the way, the English language translations leave a little bit to be desired, so there's some funky wording, but we can soldier on through it. So a Great Plain map, that's what we're going to do. We'll do our large... Oh, that's funny. So the small map is the mini map. The medium map is the small map. The L, which normally be for large map, is the medium map. And the XL is the big map. You got that? And this is what, the Grande? This is the giant map. Okay, we're off to a good start. At least that made me chuckle. What else we got? Alright, number of other people. So for the large map, it defaults to 4. I can force more factions. We'll stick with 4. I'm gonna do humans. We'll do, what, 1 undead, 1 mech, and I don't want to do another enemy human. Let's do more undead. So we'll have 2 undead. Actually, let's do this. Let's make it really crazy. Let's do 2 of each. Alright, we'll probably get roasted pretty quick since I don't have any idea really what I'm doing. I have played just really quickly about, 15-20 minutes. Just to figure out where some of the buttons were. That's pretty much the end of it, so... yeah, so... Let's see, this is the difficulty level. I don't want whatever that was. I don't want easy. It's either going to be medium or hard. Hard, it's like you take a chopping knife and you're facing an enhanced platoon. Medium, chopping knife against a gun. So, bringing a knife to a gunfight. Got it. We'll do medium for this first game. I think that's everything I can change. Map style, size of map. It is randomized, I know that. I don't need the advanced settings. Yeah, I think we're good right here. Alright, let's jump on in. Alright, and here we go. Weird coloring for this game compared to some of my other ones. Make sure my chroma key and face cam's not spazzing out on me over there. I think they changed this background color too on occasion, so might have to keep an eye out for that. Okay, so interface. Yeah, so this is a 4X, build armies, go forth and conquer stuff. Not super deep so far from what I can tell, but there's a lot of hidden interactions that I think might make things interesting, so... there's definitely some interface work that needs to be done. It is brand new to the early access side, so I know they're going to be working on it for a while still, but it seems pretty playable. There's 3 primary factions, the humans, the undead, and kind of like a steampunk robot faction. And I think there's one more coming... I can't remember what it was. There's one more that's supposed to be released before it comes out of early access, so there'll be 4 at full release, whenever that may be. Like most games of this type, we've got some resources. These up here seem to be like global caps. So we've got a population. I think that's for unit caps. Each unit you summon up or hire is going to take up a certain number of this population points. So it acts like a unit cap. Then we've got the number of heroes. That's our hero cap. And that is the mana. So we've got current, our per turn regen and a max cap of 25, I assume is what that represents. And then on this side, we've got the base resources. We've got gold with its income per turn, our knowledge or research points, and hammer or production points. So, and these are being gained basically by our castle and whatever buildings we've got built into it. So that's all pretty good, pretty basic. Right now we control just the castle. These are static, neutral NPC fighting positions, basically. It's a unit guarding a little town or village that we can capture to, I assume it's going to increase our income per turn type thing. Various terrain does have effects on movement and offense and defense. We can zoom way far out and way far in, which is nice. Some games lock you at certain zoom levels, and I'm never seeming to find a happy medium. This one I like. It's got a good level of zoom, both out and in. I haven't tried the really big maps where this might be somewhat useful, but I can find really comfortable zoom positions for just about anything I want to see. The scrolling speed seems really well set. I don't have any problems there, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, I really like the art style. I mean, it is a little cutesy, little cutesy, little JRPG style, but kind of falls in line with the Darkest Dungeon and games like that. So it's animated just enough to be interesting, and I really like the color palette. It's really strongly done art style, and it's a very tiny team. I think it's only a two-person team that's putting this game out, and I think it was on mobile previously. And I'm not sure if this is just a port or if this is a straight-up new version that's going to be both on mobile and on Steam. It's only $10, so we're going to take a look at it. Alright, so other buttons. Fair weather, no effect. Alright, I hadn't even really paid attention to that in the 20-minute test game I did. Economy page. This is kind of our empire status page, I guess. We can see our castles. I don't know if there's a cap of 3 villages you can control from a castle, if that's what that means, and one of these and one of these. And if this can be increased through building different upgrades for the castle or what. So I'm not sure why these show these kinds of numbers here. I guess we'll find out. Per turn, we're getting 15. Our output is 15. No maintenance at the moment. No construction. This is those resources, research, production, and mana. Gold. Resource conversion. Alright, I don't know what this section is. There will be a certain loss if all the resource output of each turn is converted into another resource. I assume that just means you can't convert one-to-one. You're going to always have loss. Maybe that can be improved again through research or upgrades in some way. So, alright, we got that figured out. And we got some big buttons. Knowledge upgrades. Alright, use knowledge to strengthen and increase your economic output, unit combat power, and magic power. So it seems like, the way it's kind of set up, each main faction is built similarly in that each faction has 3 heroes. Like I've got an archmage, a swordman captain, and a commander. Each with their own specialties and such. But each faction has 3 heroes to choose from. And then they all have 9 units. So that all matches up on a per number basis. Beyond that, they're going to vary a bit. I'm sure there's some similarities between the base unit types, like fighters and archers and so on. But then it gets interesting below or behind the scenes because there's a ton of different types of upgrades you can do. I think these are global upgrades, so I don't actually want to spend anything. Is this gonna choose a promotion? So yeah, I think these are global enhancements. So coinage, gold yield is plus 10%. Same thing for hammers. Production building gets cheaper. Military buildings are cheaper, that kind of stuff. So you can basically tailor your realm for certain advantages and such, which gives some variability. The same thing is true for units. Units have their own upgrade trees that you can go through to choose from different various abilities that will kind of make them more unique each playthrough based on what you want to try or what you want to counter your opponents with. So while on the front end the base units seem pretty static and pretty samey between the styles, I don't know the different factions well enough to say just how different things are going to get once you drill down into all of the unit enhancements and these global enhancements and so on. So that's one of the things I'm looking forward to kind of figuring out, is just how much variability is there going to be. And this thing here. We've got an economic slice of the pie, we've got a military side, and we've got a magic side. Looks like we've got one lit up in each of the categories. So I'm not sure why this is all separated like this. And am I going to get the same list every time, or are they different? I guess we'll find out. So this is going to cost the knowledge points. This is the these points up here. So I'm going to need a lot of points before we're going to be able to do some of that stuff. Next one over. There are apparently 2 deities in the game. I don't know if it's good, bad, whatever, but when you get altars captured, you can pray for enhancements from either of the deities, and as you pray to one to get better enhancements on that side, you get negative on the other guys, which then causes people aligned with him or neutrals aligned with him to attack you. So it's kind of a push-me-pull-me type of situation there. I'm not going to deal with that yet. And then this is the hammer upgrades. This is the production upgrades. This is where you can take the base design of your warrior units. So this would be my swordsman, my archer, barbarian, assassin, and this scrolls, by the way. So all 9 of the units are represented on this little tree. And they each have their own little progression path that you can pay to upgrade them through. And it's global upgrades. All of your soldiers will get whatever bonus you pick, which is pretty interesting because these choices are, they're binary per line. So I can take one of these, at which point the other 2 are locked out. Then I can take one of this, at which point the other 2 are locked out. Then I take one of this. So you have to proceed vertically down the line, and you can only choose one at each point. And I'm not sure, this is weapon, armor, and shield, but I'm not sure how this comes into play yet. So we'll find that out hopefully as well. But there's some interesting choices in here. We'll kind of look at it when we actually get in. So that's another way to make your units more unique. Then there's items that you can assign. So it looks really deceptively simple up front, but like I said, I'm hoping we can plumb some tactical, interesting depths. So we'll go through it. All your castle are belong to us. Yes, it's even region-specific quote, considering where that quote came from. Alright, so that's those big buttons. And down here we've got the recruitment buttons. So this one is for recruiting units. These are our 9 base units. We are limited. From our starting castle, we can only buy the swordsman. We have to upgrade this a level before we can get the next 3 choices. Upgrade again, get like the next 3, and then upgrade again for the final 2. Something like that. This is our hero units. Costs 100 gold per hero. So we start with 265, we can get a hero out, then next turn we'll get a soldier unit out, and so on. And then finally we have Global Magic, and I actually didn't look at this one, so this is using the mana. We've got Holy Light to heal a unit, Power Enduing, I assume that means Power Enduring, or is intended to be. Give effects to a friendly unit, attack power, damage dealt, lasts 2 turns, so you can basically buff a unit for damage and attack power. City, oh my god. I don't know if I should be reporting all of these typos and grammatical problems or what. City Sturction. Giving a friendly castle experience that will get within... will get within 4 turns immediately. Oh my gosh. Alright. My OCD is gonna surge to the forefront here. Encouragement. Recovering 80 health and 40 moral to all friendly units within scope. Dance of Tornado. Creating a tornado on the target tile, making 70 damage to all units within 1 tiles, adding 4 moving power to cost of these tiles. Ooh, I'm going to have a hard time reading this stuff to everybody, because I'm going to just constantly be stumbling over the misspellings and grammatical errors. Alright, you get the idea, though. We'll see what we can do once we get in-game. Alright, so that's those big buttons. We've got next unit, next turn. That would be the N key and just the button, apparently. I'm not sure if there's a hotkey for that one. This is our castle, and this shows the experience level of the castle. I think these are sight range, income, for money, income for knowledge, and income for... It's these, basically. It's 15, 15, and 15 is what those numbers represent. And I think it's 4 sight range out, which is what I can see on the map currently. So I can see 4 out in every direction. I'm assuming these mountains are blocking my view out this way, and that's why I'm not seeing these tiles. We'll verify that here shortly. Alright, let's actually summon some units and get some stuff done. So, we're going to summon a hero unit. Who do we want? Archmage, Swordman Captain, or the Commander? Archmage is a light land unit. 1 to 3, I think, is the... Yeah, that's the range they can attack at. So, the Archmage has a ranged attack, basically. Does magic damage. He's high damage ability, low defense ability, and intermediate support abilities. Whereas this one is shuffled, so it's intermediate damage and support, but high defense. And then finally, treatment. Oh, okay, so that's like a cleric unit. A commander... Okay, so that's support function, basically. So cleric, probably going to have some abilities that provide various buffs and bonuses to nearby units. That's another thing for tactics, is the hero units have special abilities that we'll have access to. And also items they can equip and so on. So that's where I'm going to be most interested, is once I get the basics of the interface figured out, it's going to be finding the hidden layering possibilities of the stats, the skills, the items, special abilities, and so on. That's where I'll be kind of interested. And we'll see if the AI can keep up. I'm sure it's going to slaughter me initially when I don't have any idea what's going on. And we'll see how long that maintains. Okay, so glass cannon Archmage, swordsman. It'd probably be better to go with swordsman until I figure things out. But man, I do like my mages. Let's go with the mage. We'll see if we can keep a mage alive. So it's click and drag. I click and it can show me where I can deploy to. So let's go... Not really going to matter. I'm not going to do much this first turn. Alright, so we drop the mage. Mage has got 4 vision range, so that's why those tiles lit up, because I can see 4 spaces, so it added those to my vision range. That's really all we can do. We can only recruit 1 unit per round, and the recruited unit can't do anything, so we're done for the turn. And it buzzes through the turns really quickly, so I like that, but it is early, and nobody has very many units, so I guess it's probably pretty straightforward. Alright, so we've got, I'm not sure what this second number is. 220 and 100, I don't know what that 100 number is. So here's the upgrade. This is what an upgrade tree looks like for the heroes. Divided into sections again. Each pie slice is its own little area. You have to start from the outside and work in. So I'd have to buy both of these upgrades, then both of these upgrades to then get access to the center upgrade, after which, or actually maybe I can skip out to an outer one later. But they range, they have kind of a theme for each area. So this is normal attack damage, resist penetration, again normal attack damage, a weakening effect, followed by crippling here at the close-in part. So they kind of follow a theme for each section of pie. I think for the mage, let's go for these two. These two are identical. I wonder if these are randomized or something, because we've got health recovery and health, range resistance and health recovery. This looks different than than my test guy. So I'm wondering if they randomized this stuff somehow. I'm not sure if that would be good or bad for long-term play, if you don't have a consistent hero upgrade wheel. If that's true, if I'm remembering this correctly. So, resistances, damage received, more health, more resistances. I'm worried about this guy getting pot-shotted by enemy heroes with special abilities, so I'm debating going for either damage, or we'll go for, like, range resistance, and health. Lots of range resistance. That's the kind of stuff that worries me. But I'm not sure if that's just for arrow fire or if that also protects against skill damage. I'm not really seeing anything that's going to affect skill damage protection. Pure health over here. Health recovery and health. Whole bunches of it. Alright, we can't upgrade at the moment. You can see here the number of points you have to spend. Basically, as he levels up, he'll be assigned points, and then You just pick the one you want. So far, everyone I've seen has been 1 point to upgrade, and you get 2 per level. So as soon as we level up, we'll be able to pick 2 of these outer traits. So we can't do anything there now. Then we've got this. Here's the unit info. Maybe I can figure it out on here. So what were the numbers again? 220 and 100. What does that 100 number mean? Oh, the morale. The moral. Okay. I wonder how that affects combat, though. I might have to look that up. This list also scrolls a bit, so there's more things on this list than you can see in one screen. Pretty nice set of stats for this kind of a game. So that's good. You can see over here our special abilities that this person has by default. That scrolls here in the middle. So we've got a meteor summon. Summon a meteor to the target, making 160% damage and 80% damage to units around. So basically the center point of the meteor does 160, and then all the adjacent spaces take 80% damage. Pretty powerful. It's on a 4-turn cooldown timer, and it inflicts magic damage. And I like that. Domain of Ice, freeze units within range of 2. So it's a burst range around my character. I don't know if it affects friendly units, giving 50% damage, but it also has the effects of slowing them down, so it slows them by -4, and then for a turn, they're going to take additional damage from any other attacks, and you can only stack one of them on them at a time. And again, magic damage. 5-turn timer on that one. Flash is a teleport, basically. 3-turn timer. I think this means I can teleport up to 3 spaces away. Master Mage. No idea when this comes into play. Every time you make a normal effect, you get effects. Skill damage, lasts 5 turns, stack 4 times at most. Oh, okay. So if you don't do things for 4 turns, don't do magical effects for 4 turns, you basically get more and more powerful until you either max the stack out or you cast a spell which burns the stack. Got it. All right, I understand that. Alright, so, like I said, more cool stuff. So that's the unit info screen. I don't know how morale affects the gameplay, though. I'm not sure how I'd find that out in-game. There's not a lot of tooltip info, so... yeah, it's got a lot of, mobile tap-to-play type of information on it, so I don't know how much more tooltip info will show up. I mean, there is some, like I can point at some things and get some basic info, but other things, like these symbols, I can't point at. It's not showing me what this actually represents, but I can point up here and get the info. So it's a little inconsistent in some of the details. I'm sure they'll get that ironed out. It is first day of early access, so I don't mind that kind of stuff as long as I can puzzle things out in the gameplay. Alright, so you can notice, actually let's finish looking at stuff. So we got the upgrade, the info, and finally equipment. Oh yeah, equipment. So we've got 2 weapon slots, armor, I guess 2 armor slots and 2 ring slots, or accoutrement slots. Basic details of the units, and I don't know what this is yet. I think it's some kind of a special card that you can somehow put together and upgrade the unit with, or I haven't gotten that far. Okay, we'll start accumulating items as we defeat units. We'll find loot and stuff like that. We can disband a hero. We don't want to do that. I think that's all the buttons. I think we've covered the entire interface that I know about. So I've got the unit selected. You can see all the colored spaces. My understanding is that anything blue I can move to and still attack. If I move to the purple, then my turn is completely over. I've burned all of my actions, and I cannot do an attack or any other actions from that position. So I could move all the way adjacent to this guy by moving here, but because it's purple, it's indicating I will not get to attack the unit, and so on. Whereas if I moved here, and because I have a ranged attack, I could actually fireball, or whatever my normal ranged attack is, that guy right there. It's also showing me information about the terrain, so moving into the mountains here is going to cost me 2 points of movement, and it's going to provide plus 15%. That's a sword. I assume that means attack bonus, because you're getting high ground bonus. Yeah, that's got to be the high ground bonus. You're going to get extra damage by attacking from this square. Whereas over here, we have a shield, so in the forest, there's going to be a defensive bonus. So we're going to have plus 15 to our defense stats. So you do want to pay attention to terrain. It is going to make a difference in the playthrough, it looks like. So yeah. So we're not strong enough to take this guy, but we can shoot him from here. So you'll notice also he's got a red highlight. That indicates he's in range for me to fire or attack, because we've got the up to 3 space attack range. He's not going to move as far as I know, so I could just take a few turns and just kill him with my ranged attack. I don't think these NPC guys ever actually move. Only other faction units are actually moving on the map. These guys just squat on the resource huts and force you to kind of get rid of them. So I don't really have a need to move at the moment. I could to scout, but I'd rather not. I don't want to meet another hero and get smacked early game, so I'm just going to stay here. We'll go ahead and fire at this guy. And it showed numbers when I highlighted it. I forgot to mention that, but it shows approximate damage that's going to be taking. Ranged fire, he doesn't get to return, but if I step next to him and attacked, he would get a return attack. And there's whole, looks like, rules for getting counterattacks, and there's certain special spells and abilities that will prevent counterattacks. So you need to be aware of how to use those appropriately so you don't take way more damage than necessary. I started to get into a little bit of that when I played my first test game, so we'll see though. So let's we've got 180 bucks. We could summon up a no, we're actually stuck at 1 hero currently, so I can't summon another one yet. We do have population points and we've got a little gold, so let's summon another unit. Let's get a soldier out. Put him right here next to me. And he can't do anything on the turn that we recruit him, so we're pretty much done for the round. Now, notice I can move, so I attacked, but I'm still allowed to move. So there is a full... You could move, attack, move. As far as I know, there's no restriction. You've got X number of movement points, and you can use them all. And I think... I'm trying to figure out why I'm allowed to move here, and well, here specifically, for example. So I want to understand the movement points, because it would be 1 point, 2 point, 3 points. I've got 5... or I've got 4, I mean. That would take 5, but it's letting me move there. So I'm guessing you're allowed to get partial movement numbers? It's the only thing I can think of. 1, 2, oh, these are 0.75s because it's a road. Oh, wait a minute. That's a -1 there. So I'm saved. That's basically, well, it's not even free. It's not a 0. It's a -1. That's how I'm doing it. So that's how I'm getting to that position. -1. That is a minus sign right there, right? It sure looks like it. I don't think that means what they think it means, though. Because if that was -1, I would be moving and gaining a movement point, essentially. Or wait, no. 1, 2... God, I'm confused. -1 is correct, so it is taking 1. All of these are -1s. My brain's not working today. So yeah, I'm a little fuzzy on why I can move into that space. I'm used to games saying, nope, you don't have the full movement available, you can't go there. So I start with 4, that would be 3, that would be 2, that would be 1, so why can I move into that space? Only thing I can think of is they're allowing the, as long as you can pay any portion of the movement cost, they're letting you get into the space. So, I don't know. Maybe it saves it up. Maybe if I did move there, next round I'd only have 3 out of 4 available. Hopefully I can test that. Alright, well we're done. Let's hit next turn. Other factions are going, and it seems like there should be a bong, your turn type of message or something. It doesn't though, it just dumps you right back into your turn. This is a little jarring. I guess for sake of fast play, maybe that's a good thing. Alright, so he's at 157. Here's what I meant by those numbers. So you can see right here, -95. I'll zoom in. -95. So if I attack him, he's going to take 95 out of his 157 damage. And if I move this guy adjacent, neither one of these positions is going to give me any kind of defensive or offensive bonus. So we'll move there. And you can see the numbers we get. So we're not quite going to do enough to kill this guy. He's going to have some points left, which means he's going to attack me back. So I think I'm going to be better served to just wait around. I'll use my ranged fire. Next round, we'll kill him with the ranged. I think I'm just going to go do some exploring. We uncovered another unit there. Let's follow the road. It's going to be cheaper. just do some scouting. And there's another one there. So this is a monolith, or an altar. These are city spaces that we can capture for income. Done moving for the round. That's all the scouting I want to do for the moment. I'm going to back up again. And we've got 150 bucks. We're going to save that. This next turn. Okay, so my ranged guy can finish him off. I think we'll do it this way. I'm going to move out here. We've got a range of 3, so I should be able to shoot him from here. We'll finish him off, and then we'll seize the city with that. So we got a civilian breastplate, melee defense, range defense, and health. That seems pretty good. When you wear all of the following... Oh, they have set bonuses. You get a civilian dagger, civilian breastplate, and civilian ring. You also gain the following effects. Extra damage. Oh, I see. Damage dealt +8, damage received -8, which is good, and skill level +2. Alright, cool. They have set items. Yeah, the explosions? Sure. I forgot to mention, or I forgot to adjust that, so we'll drop that some more. That was a bit jarring. Alright, so there we go. And now we've got this button over here. These are the special abilities, by the way. So far I've just been using their default attacks. The soldier unit we have, though, has a shield strike. Attack an enemy unit making 100% damage. This skill won't be countered. So, with the shield strike, I can smack them with a shield and they will not get their free counterattack. Pretty powerful. Alright, and we're going to capture, that's what this one is, occupy a building. So we're going to go ahead and select that. That's going to capture that building from my side. Does it show it immediately? It does. So there's the village, or whatever they call these. We've got 1 of 3 now. And I'm assuming that increased our... Yeah, it increased our numbers, one point for each. Alright, we still got movement with our hero. I'm loath to explore with the hero unit. So we could come back and make sure we go take the other village nearby. Or this... Actually, let's come down to this one. I don't want to explore. I'm going to stay close to home. We'll have all of our units go take out another one here. We'll get these 3 villages nearby before I go out and explore too much. I don't want to get the notice of anybody else if I can avoid it. Alright, 171 plus 16. Let's get another unit out. Or actually... We can upgrade the castle, I believe. Yes, we can. Alright, so we can upgrade our castle. We've got another little wheel of abilities here. I don't think the slot position means anything on this. It's just pick a slot, and then you can pick one of these upgrades. And they do various things. The City Hall gives you bonuses, so +2 gold, knowledge, and hammers. Castle growth is increased by 2, which means you're going to be able to upgrade it again sooner. Extra experience per turn for each village or sea village in the area. So we'll also get extra XP for the villages we're going to capture. So I think City Hall is always a no-brainer as the first pick. Beyond that, it's more gold yield, more knowledge yield, more hammers, extra gold production, extra knowledge production. And this is bonuses for the types of resources you've captured. More mana. Beginning level of new units is increased by 1, but it has a maintenance fee. You can recruit more units per round, so I could summon 2 units per round instead of 1, but also has a maintenance fee. City walls, more health for our defenses. Vision +1, air vision. I have no idea what air vision might give me. Maybe it looks... I bet air vision looks over mountains, so I'd be able to see beyond those mountains. And a monastery. All friendly units' health recovery increases by 10. Morale recovery increases by 5. Requires maintenance fee of 1. Alright. Well, we're going with City Hall. Cost 50 of our precious gold. Back out of there. We've got 121 still. Can we do another hero yet? I don't think we can. Heroes are temporarily unavailable or underpopulated. Alright. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm not sure. Raise the number of heroes by upgrading palaces and researching tech. Got it. So here we go. This palace spot in the middle. This is its own little thing. That's what's actually providing most of my income. It has a little dot here to show there's an upgrade available for it. and it's going to cost another $100. So I could spend the $100 to upgrade the palace, which would then unlock that next set of units. I think I'm going to hold off on that, though. Let's get at least one more soldier out here before we do that upgrade. So we'll summon up another soldier right there, and we're all done. Alright, now let's march on this next city. Who can move the least? Alright, both of these guys can advance adjacent, so we'll move you up to here, take our shot, and I need to be using the special abilities of these guys more. I think we'll go ahead and fight, so... we, again, won't quite get to kill it, and I probably should have done the shield attack, so we'll do a... yeah, shield strike. That way we did 43 but didn't take any return damage. It's on a timer? I think it's only a 2-turn timer. 1-turn timer? Alright, I'll have to remember that. I should have done that from this first guy as well. And our hero's got a little arrow now, so the hero has gained a level. So we can go to the hero upgrade path. We've got 2 points to spend, and... adhere to the glass cannon, or get some defense. I think I'm going to go over here. Let's go for some defense. Skill resist is, I think, the one that's going to save me against the special abilities of the other heroes. Damage received or skill resist. On heal and forest, make higher damage, lower damage, and then extra movement. Alright, kind of a weird tree setup. I wonder if this whole thing is just randomized. It's kind of feeling that way from what I had last time. Alright, let's do that one and that one so we can at least advance into the inner ring. So now you see they lit up, but we're out of points. And we can still move with our hero, but I don't see a reason to. So we're just going to hit next turn. Alright, do they both have the shield ability? Nope. So 4 rounds? Yeah, shield strike's got a 4-round timer. Alright, got it. We'll go ahead and shield strike for this guy, though. Down to 29. I think we can finish him without taking any damage. We did 41 there. So we'll standard strike him and we'll save our hero's attack. As long as we kill him first, he doesn't get a counterattack. So now we can move our hero in to capture. We got a silver shield, melee defense, range resist. Cool. Let's equip some things. So we've got our hero screen. We get these little pluses anytime there's items around that we can equip. So we'll do the armor. We definitely want that civilian breastplate. We'll choose that. Then we'll choose the silver shield versus... it's silver shield for both slots. I don't think it makes a difference. I'm not sure... I think the lock means once they've been accepted, it's like an attuning process in some games where now you can't sell it, basically. So as long as it has not been attuned to anybody, you could sell it for some minor amount of gold. But now they're locked and can't be sold anymore. Alright, and I don't have any items for these other slots currently. Alright, everybody's gone. We've got just enough money for another unit. I think I'm going to do the palace upgrade, though. Let's go ahead and get this thing done. Oh, 2-level castles. What? 2-level castles are required to... Alright, so I got to wait for the castle to upgrade. So we got a few more turns before I can do that one. Let's wait. I'm not going to spend the money at the moment. Let's see if we can keep these guys rolling. Uh-oh. Here we go. This would be one of the enemy computer-controlled factions units. I don't know the units very well. It says bandit, but I mean, it looks the same as this. I don't know if these are just roaming versions of this, or if this is controlled by one of the other factions. I don't think it is, because I set, what, 2 undead and 2 of the steampunk robots? And this doesn't match any of those types. So unless they have the ability to hire these guys or something, which, I don't know, maybe that's part of the game. But we got an actual guy coming to fight us, so that's fine. I was going to try to capture this, but I need to get rid of this guy, so I don't want to use the fireball without moving my guy out of the way. Let's do that. Let's move you down here to the next target. No. Move you down here to the next target. Alright. We'll move you back up to the castle to heal. And then we'll fireball the guy. So, fireball. I was looking at the numbers, thinking the numbers were the rounds, but that's just, I think, the numeric hotkeys. So, the fireball has a 4-turn cooldown timer. So, it's going to do 160% damage to that unit. So, 280. It's going to kill the unit. So, yeah, go ahead and do it. Alright, unit's dead. He drops the treasure chest. It's kind of weird the way the treasure chests or the cities are always blocked by this really big tombstone icon. I'm not sure why that's necessary. Yeah, I think that might actually be the thing that it's keyed off of for certain abilities. Because I remember seeing something about... I think the undead faction can raise skeletons and stuff only from the tombstones. So maybe that's what's going on. That's why they're there predominantly. Alright, so we can still move. I can't capture, though. I can only stop and I can teleport. So, this guy, he can't do a shield bash. This isn't going to be a fair fight. I'm going to do less damage than I'm going to receive. And I know there's possibly other enemy units coming, so I'm just going to keep him posted here, I think. I don't have enough points to move into here. Could post her to here, get 15% bonus. Now, I need to stay here so I can capture this. Actually, technically what I need to do is I need to swap positions. We'll just leave everybody where they're at, I think. Alright, he'll heal up because he's back in the city here. I'm not sure if they'll heal in standard villages. I'll have to test that also. 132. Castle's going to be another turn before it upgrades, it looks like. I think I'll just keep my money saved for the moment. Uh-oh, now we got somebody coming in from the other side. Whoa, what the hell? What is that? 1400 health? Seraphis Elite. I hope it's friendly. Five vision, 40 health recovery. Resists, lots of resists. 20% crit chance. Elite Seraphis serving the God of Order. In the face of her judgment, any healing is useless, and a beating judge will get more fierce payback than the other. Alright, whatever that means. An ancient unit, unstoppable, uncapturable, fixed morale. Okay, let's hope that just leaves me alone. I don't want nothing to do with that thing. So, you can see our unit healed up to full. Yay. We didn't see any new units. Let's do this. Let's move you over here to capture that. So we got a little bow. Attack power +4. Resist penetration. And... I'm going to move you here. Get you down here to capture this city. Oops. I thought he was going to be able to capture it. Alright. Move there in case anybody moves up this way again, just to make sure my hero, well, shielded from melee, but she can get hammered from range pretty easily. No shield strike still. Do I want to trade? I don't really want to trade. And if I attack from here, he's going to counterattack. And if I move, my turn will be done. I think I'm going to move anyway. Set everything up for next turn. Alright, so we're at 149. Castle is just about to level up again. Okay. Go ahead and hit from range. One more turn before the shield strike. This guy's got the shield strike ready, though, so we'll shield strike. We're not going to do 100 damage with the other unit, so we'll finish it with the Cirrus. Ah, crap. I keep forgetting to capture this place. Fine, back up. Capture. So the roof turned blue. I guess that's the indication. Matches my coloring to indicate that it's now under my control. So we now have 2 out of 3. I guess that would be the 3rd in our local area. I don't know if there's like map divisions for like, I don't know, a county or a territory. And you're guaranteed to have like 3 villages within your starting county or something. Guess we'll find out when I get more explored. Alright, she's fired, but she can still move. I like her where she's at. Those guys are done. Our castle did level up, so let's go do the upgrade. Now we should be able to buy this. Alright, I love how the only difference here is there's no name difference. It's just one little dot. Now it'll have a filled in dot and another empty dot. And it moves from +10 to +13, but +25 extra mana, regen. Your population is going to go up 5, meaning your cap for the number of units you can have in the field. Plus you can get another hero. So, we're definitely going to do that. I think that's all we've got the money for right now. We'll have to wait for that. I think we're done. Oh, hey there. New furnace. The venerable sage comes to you and says he has discovered a new combustion principle that can lead to a new type of furnace to increase hammer production, but he needs some investment, hoping you can help. They want 75 of my precious research or knowledge points. Permanently increase hammer production. So I'm spending research points for hammer production. I don't know if that's... I mean, it's permanently increased hammer production, so I assume a certain number of turns go by and it's paid for itself for the investment, but sure, I guess we'll do it. Alright, so, hey there, bandit. We have a bandit attacking our home castle. Blow, attack an enemy unit, 130% damage, so... What had that? Oh, his unit had that command. Alright, I was wondering. I didn't know if this had any kind of damage or attack value. I'm not sure why it's showing me this. I can't actually do anything. There's no slots open for me to upgrade. I've done the only... Oh, actually, maybe it has another upgrade that I can currently do. No, need level 5 castle, so I can't actually do anything here. So I don't know why it's showing this little up arrow. I can't actually do anything. Let's see. We do want to finish this guy off. 97. We're 3 points shy of finishing him with this one unit. Which unit do I want to do this with? I could run him up, but he can't get close enough to actually attack this round. Castle's not going down anytime soon with that fight. So let's capture with our hero. Copper shield. Okay. So we had the civilian what? Civilian breastplate and silver shield. We need civilian dagger and civilian ring. So we could still use... No, we'll save our gear for the next hero. Alright, unfortunately she can't capture this round, the same round she fought in. I guess we will move him up just to get him in range next round. Park him right here. Alright, done. Holding the money or spending the money. So we now have options. We have more unit selection. So we upgraded our castle. Now we have the archer, the barbarian, and the assassin available. Archer can fire out to 3 range. Low abilities. The range attack is really the big benefit. Barbarian. I assume he has some kind of special abilities for his attacks. It doesn't really show you, which is a little weird. I wish I could see their abilities without just having to know them ahead of time. I know the assassins. He has an ability to basically turn invisible for a turn or two, and while he's invisible, he gets a big bonus to attack damage. And I don't have the rest of these unlocked yet. So, who do we want? I think I'm just going to go with a base archer. 50 bucks. Let's get a base archer out. Yeah, over here is fine. And we'll call that good for the turn. Oh, I see. Hey there. Not good. Oh, went right after my archer. Alright, so that little turn sequence thingy went flying by. There was one for each of the factions that I set up, and then the last one was for, like, neutral stuff. Alright, I wonder if there's, like, bandit camps that they're coming out of or something. And there's this little border here. Is that the county border that I was mentioning? Some kind of map gen thing. If I capture this, does it become mine, basically? Does this belong to somebody else currently? I'll have to watch how the map changes. Alright, so what do we got going on here? I haven't claimed this location yet, and I'm going to have a hard time doing it. I could fireball this guy. I do have the fireball available. So I could step back, fireball him to kill him, step forward to claim it, and then roll these guys north next round. I'm worried that I'm going to lose that archer up north to that one guy. I've got enough... I don't quite have 60 bucks. I was hoping to buy one of the other advanced units. Or I start running this guy north, back him off, kill this guy, and then try to claim it again next turn. I don't want to leave my hero down here undefended, though. Alright, I think we got to do this. Fireball here. Then retreat back to there. You... advance to here. Then back up again. Oh, and you can claim. Cool. Alright, so we got the gear. We claimed the altar. I might leave him down here as a guard unit to see anything else coming. There's the one more city there. Hero gain another level. 2 more points to spend. Let's go ahead and get this last one in this tree bought. Oh, nope. We've got to grab these. So, more damage, less damage on hills and forests. The next time we level up, we'll be able to get the movement bonus, and then we can start into another tree. Alright, so that's done. Castle is still upgrading. Archer... Problem here, if I think I'm going to lose the archer no matter what. 60 damage. But I'm going to... Yeah. Let's back the archer up and take the shot. 78 damage. And then we'll put him in front here. I'm assuming he's going to have to go around to try to get to my archer. He might still have the movement points to do it. And we'll shield bash this guy. I'm not sure if they retreat or if they're just kamikaze berserkers. Alright, everybody's gray. Everybody's gray. I barely not quite got enough money for the 2 fancy ones I wanted. Another warrior I could drop out. Put him in the way of this guy. Let's do that. Let's drop another warrior out. Give him somebody else to swing at. That'll prevent him from moving around to finish my archer off, I think. Unless he goes this way. That would kind of suck. Let's find out. What you gonna do, AI? Yeah, go kill some bandits. Good choice. Okay, our turn again. Our guys are still alive. 41 points, huh? We can kill him with this unit without getting counterattacked. Then I can move the archer into the city to heal. I think that's the best play. Get rid of him. Whoa! Oh, we had some variance. We didn't quite kill him. Alright, you move up here. Hey there, bandit. You get into the city to heal. Alright, we already claimed this spot. We're going to leave him here, I think. So, you're going to stay. You're going to come up here. And we'll leave that there for the moment. Alright, we're going to hold our money. Next round we can get one of the 60-point units out. That'll be interesting. So a color for each of the factions, and then that last one, which is neutral, I guess. Doesn't even recenter on my castle or anything. Just feels weird that there's not like a, your turn. Okay, all known threats are eliminated. Our archer healed up. Let's get the archer moved out to here. And get the hero in to heal. Move you up here as a scout and a road guard, and we're in the defensive terrain. Then once we get healed up, we'll send this group over to deal with this guy. So you go ahead and step up and grab that. Hey, civilian dagger! Come here, you. Equip. Oops, nope, that's upgrade. Equip. Weapon. Civilian dagger. Alright, all we need now is what? The civilian ring.